from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening, coming to you live from the National News Studio. Welcome to the news. I'm David Richards.
And I'm Kasana Balachandra Adhikari. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for tonight.
Many parties request to stop attacks against minority Hindu people in Bangladesh. 2 road accidents claimed 5 lives. The Wage Control Board approves the decision to increase the daily wage of estate workers up to 1,700 rupees. The additional 3,000 rupee monthly allowance for pensioners will be paid in October with arrears. 32 candidates have placed cash deposits for the presidential election. Sajith is to create 1 million new entrepreneurs. Andhra Kumar explains how to get loans at lower interest rates. Minister Bandula Gunawardena hints a change that will occur after the 15th of this month. The UNP says that there is no candidate challenging Ranil Wickremesinghe.
We move on to those and other stories in detail. And in your top local story tonight, 2 road accidents occurred in Bandaragama and Danovid areas, claimed lives of 5 people today.
Well, the police say that high speed is the cause for these accidents. 3 persons were killed in an accident that occurred in Vevaldenia along the Colombo-Kandy main road. A 3-wheeler bound to Kandy collided with a lorry parked beside the road. The driver of the 3-wheeler and 4 others had critical injuries and was admitted to the Varakapula hospital. 3 of them were dead at the time of admission, and the police say there is an infant among them. Well, this is another accident that occurred at the Galkade junction along the Bandaragama Kasbah road. An SLTB bus veered off the road and collided with a shop and also an electricity pole. 2 men who were at the roadside at the time and also 1 woman passenger in the bus had critical injuries and admitted to the Bandaragama hospital. The police said the 2 males had died in hospital.
The Wage Control Board convened today and decided to increase the daily wage of estate workers up to 1,700 rupees. At a media briefing held in Colombo today, Parliamentarian Vadivel Suresh revealed this fact. Parliamentarian Vadivel Suresh said that today is a very important and happy day for him and his estate worker brotherhood. A decision was taken to pay 1,300 rupees with EPF, ETF and gratuity as the basic salary and 350 rupees as an incentive. The wage boards have approved this decision, and the entire state community thanked former Labour Minister Manushanana Kara and the President for extending support for this proposal. It has also been decided to provide substantial houses for worker families instead of line rooms. In addition, Urume outright deed for 7 purchase of lands has been given to each estate worker family. He said that estate areas have been declared as estate villages. He also said that therefore the estate workers have an obligation to support Ranil Wickremesinghe at the upcoming presidential election. Meanwhile, Ratnapura District United Workers Community has decided to extend their support to President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Chairman of the party, Dr. S. Tiruchelva, made this remark at a media briefing held in UNP Sirikotha party headquarters today. Chairman of the Ratnapura District United Workers Community, Dr. S. Tiruchelvam, said that this is the biggest trade union with a large number of members. This union has decided to support President Ranil Wickremesinghe collectively with Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim communities at the upcoming presidential election. Director General of Presidential Trade Union Saman Ratnapriya said that Ranil Wickremesinghe is the leader who saved the country at the time of crisis. Therefore, people in the north, east and estate areas have joined together to support President Wickremesinghe.
State Minister Dr. Ranjit Simlapitiya says that the 3,000 rupee additional monthly allowance will be paid for the pensioners in October Pension Day with arrears. This allowance is paid in addition to the 2,500 rupee allowance paid to the pensioners since last April. Following a program held in Ruanwala area, State Minister Ranjit Simlapitiya told the media that cabinet approval has already been granted for this proposal. State Minister Dr. Ranjit Simlapitiya says that the Ministry of Finance gave its approval to pay an additional allowance of 3,000 rupees for the pensioners from September. However, according to the regulations of the Elections Commission, this allowance cannot be paid in September. Therefore, the President has instructed to pay this additional allowance from October with arrears for September. Accordingly, pensioners will be paid 6,000 rupees in October.
Accepting nominations for the presidential election will be held until 11 a.m. on the 15th of August. The Election Commission says objections for any candidate can be filed from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on that day. Chairman of the Elections Commission RMAL Ratnayaka said that election symbols will be allocated for independent candidates and other party candidates after the end of considering objections. The Election Commission premises and the surrounding area will be declared a heavy security zone during this period. Only permitted individuals and vehicles are allowed to enter this area. After handing over nominations, no party or individual is allowed to conduct marches or motorcades. Anyone can welcome the candidates who are coming after handing over the nominations in a peaceful manner. The Elections Commission will also decide the amount of funds that can be spent for propaganda activities for each candidate. The media guidelines has already been issued and the Commission conducts special regulation regarding all media institutions.
බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නාම යෝජනා බාරගෙන දින 5ක් ඇතුළත ඒ අදාළ අපේක්ෂකයන් සහ පළලක් නියෝජිතින් කැඳවා එක් අපේක්ෂකයෙක් වෙනුවෙන් වියදම් කළ හැකි මුදල තීරණය කිරීම. වගේම අප මුදල් බාර දීම තවදුරටත් සිදු වෙනවා මේ මාසයේ 14 වෙනිදා මධ්‍යහන 12 දක්වා. මාධ්‍ය උපමාන සම්බන්ධයෙන් වනට උපමාන නිකුත් කළයි තියෙන්නේ. අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඉදිරි කාල සීමාව තුළ ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශේෂ නියාමනයක් සිදු කරන්න මාධ්‍ය මෙන්ම සමාජ මාධ්‍යයත් නියාමනය කරමින් ඒ අවශ්‍ය කටයුතු කරන්න තමයි අපි ඉදිරියේදී
Leader of the National People's Power, Andrukumara Dissanayake, signed his nomination paper today at the Batramula Party headquarters. General Secretaries of the party, Tilvin Silva and consultant Dr. Nihala Besingha and several others were present at this occasion. Mahinda Devagir today placed his cash deposits to contest the presidential election from Sri Lanka Socialist Party. Media spokesman of the party, Sarat Kahagalla, participated at this occasion. Thibaut Alok Ranasinghe placed cash deposits for former Minister Roshan Ranasinghe to contest the election as an independent candidate. Leader of the Democratic United National Front, Aryavancha Dissanayake, placed cash deposits for the party's candidate. Anuj De Silva will contest the election for this party.
Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa says that the factory will be set up in each divisional secretariat area, and also he further says that plans are underway to create 1 million new entrepreneurs throughout the island, and he made these remarks at a public rally held in Alpitia yesterday. Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa says that special development plan will be implemented in each village and urban area. It will also focus attention on the family unit, residence lane and also an avenue. A factory will be constructed in each divisional secretariat area in the Galle district. In addition, information technology parks will be set up. Another program is to create 1 million new entrepreneurs to start businesses. Each school will be developed into a smart school. IT and English language centered education will be given to all students without any discrimination. There are many employment opportunities in science, technology, engineering, math and also management sectors.
1 million new business startups.
Leader of the National People's Power, Anrukumar Dissanayake, says that new systems of obtaining loans for the country under low interest rates are possible. At a meeting with the business community held in Maharagama yesterday, he said that a group of Sri Lankans living abroad have come forward to provide such loans. Leader of the National People's Power, Anrukumar Dissanayake, said that they will build up an economy with rules sans fraud, corruption and waste. Some economic experts point out various proposals. NPP leader said that, however, to build up the economy, there should be genuine rule without malpractices. He said that within the National People's Power, there is no leader who has personal gains. He also said that our sole aim is to develop the country collectively. NPP members do not expect even a glass of water from local and foreign investors. He said that the NPP only considered the fruitfulness of the projects proposed. He said that there are Sri Lankan billionaires living abroad and that one Canadian Sri Lankan entrepreneur is ready to start waste management projects in Sri Lanka. He also said that we can obtain about 140 billion rupees from Sri Lankans and that Japan provides loans at 1% interest rates. There should be a relief program for the benefit of people living under the poverty line and that providing concessions is not a crime. It is also a must until the needy families achieve economic targets. He also said that unemployed youth should be given an allowance till they receive employment and that we must provide aid to young entrepreneurs till they achieve their economic targets.
A group of former councillors of the Mirigama Pradesh Sabha has decided to extend their support to Namal Rajapaksa at the presidential election. They expressed their views to media in this connection. Former councillor of the Mirigama Pradesh Sabha, Uday Ravindra, said that all members of the Mirigama Pradesh Sabha will strive for the victory of the national organizer of the Sri Lanka Podujana Perumana, former Minister Namal Rajapaksa, at this election. Former councillor of the Mirigama Pradesh Sabha, Ruan Kandalama, says that the Sri Lanka Podujana Perumana has become a clean party at present. All corrupted members have left the party at present. Former councillor of the Mirigama Pradesh Sabha, Dumali Shashikala Dayaratna, says that our party has fielded the youngest presidential candidate in Sri Lanka. He will set the world record on the 22nd of September by becoming the world's youngest president. Former councillor of Mirigama Pradesh Sabha, Dilan Ratnayaka, says that the people wanted to change and a young leader in the country through their efforts in the struggle season.
Minister Dr. Bandhu Gunawardena says that an unprecedented group will join with Ranil Wickremesinghe after the 15th of this month. He made this comment participating at a special meeting with the UNP electoral Balamandala members of the Homagama electorate. The special meeting was organised to express the support of UNP members of the Homagama electorate to President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the upcoming presidential election. Director General of Presidential Trade Union, Saman Ratnapriya, said that during a crisis period, when a bus arrived at a petrol shed, people accepted it with an applause. At that time, the opposition leader was asked to accept the country, and he said there's a dollar problem and he cannot solve it. Such a timid person is now trying to become the president. Presidential Chief of Staff Sagara Ratnayake said that unless this economic program is carried forward, the country will again face a crisis. He said that then people will have to wait in queues once again. Minister Dr. Bandhu Gunawardena said that the President contests the election after implementing a program and giving its benefit to people and the country. He said that this program has been institutionalized by the Parliament. The opposition leader is not aware of the country's situation. If Ranil Wickremesinghe did not win the election, the new president cannot even prepare the next budget. Representatives of many political parties, including the UNP, SRPP and SLFP and several other parties in the Kattogampally electorate, have expressed their support to President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the upcoming presidential election. State Minister Shanta Bandal said that there should be a matured and experienced leader to rule the country for the next 5 years. If Ranil Wickremesinghe is not elected, there may be a situation in Sri Lanka like in Bangladesh. Presidential advisor Akila Viraj Karyavasam said that even Bangladesh is now seeking a leader of Ranil's caliber. With one parliamentary seat, Ranil was able to accept the country and solve the economic crisis. Parliamentarian Anru Priyadarshini said that he has been in the parliament for over 30 years. He said that all his grandchildren or grandchildren have no other country to go. He said that it is the present president who can only build up the country.
Parliamentarian Anura Priyadarshini says that the Pudujana Exat Perumana is coming into stage again at a press briefing held today. He said that they will have a new alliance on the 14th of this month. He said that this new alliance extends to support independent candidate Ranil Wickremesinghe. Parliamentarian Anura Priyadarshini says that the era of false promises in politics has come to an end at present. He said that some leaders promised to bring rice from the moon. He said that another leader pledged to provide 8 kilos of grains free of charge. He said that some pledged and provided to provide fertilizer free of charge, and said but the leaders did not think of how to find money to fulfill these promises. He added that he regrets the decision taken by Namal Rajapaksa and others of the SLPP. He said that they should have supported Ranil Wickremesinghe at this moment. Our alliance does not support Ranil, blindfolded and ready to criticize Ranil's government at any time. Former Minister Vijit Vijayamuni Soiza, who is the electoral organizer of the SJB, has decided to support President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the upcoming presidential election, and he met the president this evening and officially informed his decision. Vijit Vijayamuni Soiza says that he took this decision with the consent of his party supporters. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga, Parliamentarian Vajira Abhivardhana and Presidential Chief of Staff Sagal Ratnayaka were present on this occasion. Former Minister Vijit Vijayamuni Soiza says that there were nearly 3,000 party supporters and 98% of them agreed to support Ranil Wickremesinghe. In response to their request, this decision was taken to support the president at the upcoming presidential election. Vijit Vijayamuni Soiza further says that he's on the view that President Ranil Wickremesinghe should be given another 5 years of period to serve the country.
President's Counsel Ali Sabri has been appointed as the Minister of Justice, Prison Affairs and Constitutional Reforms. He was sworn in before the President this morning. Minister Ali Sabri has been provided with the new ministry in addition to his Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The swearing-in ceremony was held at the Presidential Secretariat.
Well, a special investigation has been started regarding the fire that erupted in the MSC Cape Town 3 vessel, which was anchored at the JCT4 jetty in Colombo Harbour. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva has instructed the authorities to conduct this investigation. The minister, who arrived at the JCT4 jetty this morning, expresses gratitude to the fire brigade officials of the harbour who supported to douse the fire. Sri Lanka Ports Authority says that the fire has not caused any harm or damage to the grounds or the goods or any machine in the harbour premises. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva says that our fire officers have been able to extinguish the fire, and this is a proof that our fire brigade is able to face any situation. He said that their professional quality and skills are popular throughout the world at this moment.
The United National Party says that there's no presidential candidate who can challenge President Ranil Wickremesinghe. At a media briefing held at the party headquarters today, some party representatives expressed their views. Aglavati UNP organizer Rohan Bandar said that Ranil Wickremesinghe is the only person who came forward to save the country from an economic crisis, having only one seat in the parliament. Hambantota District UNP organizer Dr. Priyankara Mahagam said that Sajid Premadasa has no plan to save the country. He said that his only solution is to distribute things free of charge amongst people. He said that how he can earn money for this purpose.
GDP එක වැඩි කරන විදියක් කරන වැඩ පිළිවෙලන්නේ මේ තියෙන බෙදනවා හැමෝටම පොරොන්දු දෙනවා හම්බෙන ගාන පොරොන්දු දෙනවා මෙතුමා ඇත්තටම දෙසැම්බර් මාසෙ වෙනකොට අපිට නත්තල් පපුවාවට පත් කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි ජනාධිපතිවරණය පෙරදුනහට පස්සේ මොකද එතුමාගේ නායකත්වයත් එතන සජබෙත් අවසන් වෙන නිසා බංගලාදේශයේ මිනිස්සු
UNP Working Committee member Lasantha Gunawardena said that people in Bangladesh have taken the law into their hands and the country has become a killing field. He said that this same situation would have occurred in Sri Lanka had not Ranil taken the reins of the country.
තමන්ගේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ටික විවාදයකට ඇවිල්ලා සාකච්ඡා.
Mayor of the Casbah Urban Council representing SLPP and 18 councillors of the SLPP has expressed their support to President Ranil Wickremesinghe. They had a meeting at the former Mayor Lakshman Pereira's residence and told the media about this decision. Former Mayor of the Casbah Urban Council, Lakshman Pereira, said that as councillors who supported President Mahinda Rajapaksa, now we have decided to support President Ranil Wickremesinghe considering his achievement during the past 2 years. Sumana Ranavira of the Casbah Urban Council says that President Ranil Wickremesinghe is the only experienced, skilled and diplomatic leader to rule the country at this moment. Vice Chairman of the Casbah Urban Council, Karunapala Muhandiram, says that they are confident that President Ranil Wickremesinghe will strengthen the country within the next 5 years. Dharmadas Mandiratna of the Casbah Urban Council says that people in the village areas are happy with the leadership of Ranil Wickremesinghe.
Today is the World Elephant Day. After several years, a remarkable congregation of elephants has turned to the Minneria and Kaudulla tanks. This resurgence has drawn many tourists eager to witness the majestic sight of these wandering giants in their natural habitat.
Sri Lanka holds a unique charm when it comes to observing Asian elephants, setting it apart from its regional neighbours. Unlike the elephants of India, Thailand or Myanmar, Sri Lankan elephants have a distinct appearance that makes them particularly captivating. While spotting these majestic creatures in their natural habitat elsewhere in Asia can be quite challenging, Minneria and Kaudulla National Parks offers a remarkable opportunity to witness them up close. During the dry season, from July through October, these parks transform into a vibrant spectacle of elephant activity. In these parks, herds gather in grand assemblies, playful calves frolic with abandon, and majestic tuskers parade in their full splendor.
Asian elephants are found only in 13 countries in the whole world. And of these 13 countries, Sri Lanka is the best place to see Asian elephants. And in Sri Lanka, the gathering at Minneria Kaudulla is the place where you can see elephants best. Minneria Kaudulla is very special because these are actually two man-made reservoirs which fill up during the rainy season, and in the dry season the water is let out for agriculture. And as the water recedes, the exposed reservoir bed, the lake bed, becomes a lush grass, and all the elephants from the surrounding areas gather there to feed on this lush harvest. So this is an amazing opportunity for us to see elephants, watch elephants, study elephants. And you can see very intimate behavior, you can see interactions between males and females, you can look at babies playing around. It is really an amazing spectacle and unique in the world.
The congregation of elephants at Minneria and Kaudulla is regarded as a noteworthy event. Enthusiasts from far and wide have gathered to witness this spectacular assembly. To address the significance of this phenomenon, a special briefing was conducted on the 9th, 10th and 11th of this month at the Cinnamon Hotel in Haparana. The event featured prominent experts in the field, including Dr. Sumit Pilapitiya and Dr. Prithviraj Fernando. Indian naturalist and conservationist Balmik Thapar, renowned for his research on tigers in India, also attended the briefing. An in-depth discussion was held on wildlife conservation at the event. The meeting focused on identifying gaps in wildlife tourism and exploring ways to enhance and streamline related programs.
Sri Lanka has tremendous potential for developing a very solid wildlife tourism industry. We are doing it now, but we are not doing it very well. But Sri Lanka, in studies that have been done in Asia, shows that Sri Lanka comes number one in a category called observability, which is you can see a charismatic species in a very short period of time. So that means we have the resource to be a very good wildlife tourism destination. Secondly, in February 2023, Forbes magazine said that Sri Lanka can be the best wildlife tourism destination outside Africa. So the natural resources for us to do that is available. But the question is, are we heading in the right direction? We have so many attributes that we can market. The largest elephant gathering among Asian elephants is in Sri Lanka in the Ministerial Kaudulla area. The largest population of leopards who are habituated to vehicles and can be seen very easily is in Yala National Park and Wilpattu National Park. We also have within a 24 or a 12-hour period, not even a 24-hour period, you can go and see the largest marine mammal, which is the blue whale, and within less than 12 hours, we can come and see the largest terrestrial mammal, the elephant, in that short period. Very few countries in the world can do that. So when we look at attributes, wildlife attributes, we have plenty. And we have beautiful national parks that the natural beauty is so great, that even if you don't see wildlife, the beauty of the park alone is enough for you to enjoy that day. Unfortunately, we are not managing tourism very well. But the government also is trying to make some efforts towards managing it well. Very soon, I think if Sri Lanka decides to do better management of wildlife resources, we can very easily be the best wildlife tourism destination outside Africa, certainly the best in Asia. And we can actually brand ourselves as a wildlife wonder of Asia.
Foreign news right after this break.
Prima Kottumi, Fantamai.
Taking a look at your foreign news tonight, Bangladeshi police resumed patrols in the capital Dhaka today, ending a week-long strike that had created a law and order vacuum following the sudden removal of former autocratic Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. After Hasina's resignation and subsequent departure abroad, which ended her 15-year rule, police had vanished from the streets of the sprawling megacity of 20 million people. The police had been deeply unpopular due to their role in a brutal crackdown on protests that led to Hasina's ouster, with over 450 people killed, including 42 officers. They had pledged not to return to work until their safety on duty was assured. However, they agreed to resume their duties following late-night negotiations with the new interim government led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus. The interim government of Bangladesh has announced that it will take measures to return former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who fled the country after violent quota protests, should the law ministry make a formal request. The statement was made by Foreign Affairs Advisor Tawhid Hussain during his first press briefing at the Foreign Ministry yesterday. Meanwhile, businesses in Bangladesh are facing a liquidity crunch as the central bank has capped the withdrawal of cash from banks at 200,000 taka amidst uncertainty in the country following the fall of Sheikh Hasina-led government. The central bank decided this due to security concerns as police are yet to return to work fully following the clashes between police and students during the widespread protests against Hasina's Awami League-led government over a controversial quota system in jobs. Interim Finance and Planning Advisor Salihuddin Ahmed said that the limit on cash withdrawals was required given the current situation. Indian Congress Shashi Tharoor said that he condemned attacks on the Indian Cultural Centre, temples and Hindu homes in various locations in Bangladesh. Tharoor called upon Muhammad Yunus and his interim government to take immediate action to restore law and order for the benefit of all Bangladeshis, regardless of their faith. Sakhawat Hussain, the newly appointed Home Minister of Bangladesh, addressed reporters today, stating that the current interim government has no plans to prohibit the Awami League party, which was led by the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Hussain acknowledged the party's significant role in the country's history, saying the party has made many contributions to Bangladesh. And in your sports news tonight, captain of Sri Lanka women's cricket team Chamari Atapattu won the world's best player award for the month of July.
And she wins this award for the second time this year. Chamari Atapattu won this award in the month of May as well. Names of Indian players as Smriti Mandana and Shafali Verma were also among the nominees. Chamari Atapattu was given this award considering her performance at the Asian Cup. Sri Lanka women's cricket team won the first T20 cricket match against Ireland by 7 wickets. The match was played in Dublin. Batting first, Ireland scored 145 with a loss of 6 wickets in their 20 overs. In reply, Sri Lanka passed the victory target for 3 wickets in 16.4 overs. Harshita Samaravikrama scored 86, not out, and the second match between the two teams will be played tomorrow.
And the 33rd Olympics Games ended in a grand manner with a conclusion ceremony. The next Olympic Games will be held in Los Angeles in 2028. The Olympics Games started on the 26th of July in Paris. After 17 days, the conclusion ceremony was held at the Stade de France Stadium yesterday. 10,714 athletes from 206 countries participated in this event. The USA won 40 gold medals, 44 silver medals and 42 bronze medals to lead the medal table. China became the second and Japan secured the third place. Australia won the fourth place and host France became the fifth place. 62 countries have won gold medals at this Games. 6 athletes participated in the Games for Sri Lanka. The organizing committee specially praised all individuals who voluntarily served for the success of the Olympics. The Olympics flag was handed over to the chairman of International Olympics Committee, Thomas Bach. Then he handed over the flag to the Los Angeles Organizing Committee chairman. And with that, we wind up tonight's English news on Rupavahini. I'm Kasani signing off together with Clifford. Good night.